Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and we're back once again with our weekly series. So, in this week's series, we're going to be doing a Esper Blink list. So this is basically an ETB kind of deck, Enter the Battlefield, where we reuse the abilities of certain creatures that are trying to aim for some good value stuff. So, we're going to be aiming to take down those mid-range lists, those control lists, and maybe even those creature lists along the way. So, without further ado, let's get into the games. Before I do though, be sure to check out the deck tech if you want to see some of the minor little details. There's a lot of synergy in this deck as well, so I do recommend checking that out if you are interested. But without further ado, let's get into the games, and I'll see you there. Alrighty then, we're going to be on the play. Let's have a look-see. Dust Legion into mirror image copying Dust Legion. So we get some extra card draw here. 3 lands is kind of what we want to look for. The major downside of this deck can sometimes be mana screw. So yeah, a decent amount of mana here. We need like an extra black source so we can cast our wonderful ghostly boys. So yeah, let's take this one. Let's just do Godless Shrine tapped. Yeah, Basilica Bellhorn is the hardest to cast card in this deck, so as long as we have the mana to support it, which we kind of do, then it's all good. We might have to shock in this Watery Grave so we can copy with Mirror Image, looking like it. But it's not the end of the world, we have a fair bit of life gain in here. Ooh, we might be up against Esper Control, which is going to be an interesting one. We have a few pieces for them already. The Vraska's Contempt is pretty good. Justicar's Portal as well to flicker maybe a discard creature. Might be quite nice. See if we can just get Mirror Image down, or are we just going to get Essence Scattered? Moment of Craving in response. Alright, that is a worry that we can have. Right, now we know that we have to be careful with that kind of thing. I wasn't really thinking about it, honestly. There's Kaya. We're gonna kill Kaya.
Didn't see a door, so I let myself in.
Oh, did you now? Good stuff. We have no graveyard interaction, so what she's doing is largely irrelevant. But yeah, definitely needs to die now. A little worried by turn 5 we won't have an answer to Teferi, but we'll see. Just passes. Alright, pretty good for us. So we'll play Godless Shrine, and we'll just drop down Ravenous Chupacabra as from pressure. Can't really protect it, nor do we really want to either, so it's just a target for removal if he has it. Yep, there's cast down. That's great. In the future, when we have some mana open as well, we can protect with Justicar's Portal and take advantage of the extra draw steps. Yep, don't care. Do they take the Battlement, or do they take the Portal? Battlement is a threat that we can play down as a 4/5, so they might want to just take that one. They seem to be struggling for mana. Ooh, they've changed the numbering around. Well, they haven't changed it on the graveyard or the exile, but on the deck it's a little bit more clear. That's kind of cool. Yeah, this is post-cosmetic changes as well, so there may be some extra bugs. There may be a lack of said bugs. Who knows? I'm going to hold this land for now, because if they have another Thought Erasure, they might want to just take the Unknown card. Without it, I don't really give them much of an option. A Karn, eh? Alright. You can have a Kaya's Wrath, because I want to keep you off of lands. Alright, so play Bellhorn. Make them discard. And then I think I'll just use a Justicar's Portal now to just flicker the Bellhorn, because no doubt they're going to be firing off Kaya's Wrath and killing it anyway. So let's just get that value in there now. Keep them pinched on cards, it's where we want to be. And we've undone all of that shocking and Dust Legion zealoting. You can have a Watery Grave. No doubt we're getting wrathed. Yep, okay. And we get a Lumbering Battlement, which is... it is what it is. It's fine. If we get a creature, we could play the creature and then flicker the battlement to stick it underneath, which is essentially protection from board wipes.
Are you certain of your decision?
Have another land. They're out of Mana Screw territory now, so I can stop giving them non-lands. Just going to mortify the battlement, fair enough. And yeah, we draw a land. Good stuff. We're running 25 because we don't really start the game until turn 3. So we need to make sure that we hit that point.
Some solutions must be built.
And that's Teferi. Good stuff. We probably want to scoop this one up now.
This isn't a fight. You keep up the pace.
We'll see what we draw though. We could get something like Deputy Detention. Ooh. There's a shadow being cast over here. Oh, it's gone. Oh dear. Yeah, this looks like counter magic, and I don't have a target for that, so concede. Alright. In the sideboard, though, we have a lot of tech for this. We have 4 copies of Negate, 4 Duresses, and Thief of Sanities. We want to go down Militia Bugler, because we're going up a lot of non-creature stuff, so the odds of this thing whiffing ever increase, so we want to cut that down. Shield Mare's here for aggro, so we want to get rid of that. And maybe the mirror images. Yeah, let's cut the mirror images, since they actually, with heavy removal at instant speed, they risk running into bad stuff. We want to keep in a little bit of creature removal, because they will bring in Thief of Sanities of their own, and we want to be able to counteract that. So we can do that. A Deputy Detention seems reasonable as well. Maybe go down the Hostage Takers, since they're slightly more expensive. And one more card. Might just be Lumbering Battlement. Then again, that protects us from board wipes, so it's kind of nice. Let's go down. Let's go down one Chupacabra. What's that creature count at now? 20. Maybe a Justicar's Portal over a Chupacabra. I kind of want to keep it high enough. It could also be Bugler over a Chup as well. Nah, we'll run it like this. I think this is probably what we want. Alright, on the play, show me a controlling hand. This looks like a pre-board hand. That's not very good now, is it? Let's mulligan. And we got a negate. Okay, I can work with this. 4th land. I think I'll bottom the 4th land. I think I'd rather have hand disruption and negates, honestly, at this stage in the game. So, very unlikely that they'll bring in, like, Duresses and things like that against us, because, of course, we are mostly creature-focused. I'm going to drop down the Zealot. It's on turn 2. I don't think I have too much to worry about. Ooh, Thief of Sanity is quite nice. I'd like to get into a position where I can play that and protect it. And I'm sure they won't see it coming. Yeah, I think what we do is we just do this and pass with negate open. End step, we can Justicar's Portal, and if they feel like using a removal spell, then that's pretty good on us. So they have the Kaya. Do I want to kill Kaya? Or do I want to just leave her? I feel like she's not really doing anything as long as I can keep pressuring her. Instead, I'll go with the Justicar's Portal for an extra redraw.
I'm gonna make you suffer. Want something banished?
Yeah, because there's just nothing for them to hit right now. We give them a portal, which is fine. I reckon we can tempo keep up with Kaya. And another negate is real nice. Okay, so now we're keeping Kaya on 4, essentially.
How did you do that?
Next turn we'll have Thief plus negate. And then another negate to back it up the turn after. So honestly, I think I'd like to see them tap out here so that I don't have to use negate on my own turn. Which gives them the untap and chance to get in with Thief. Or take it out.
It was really just a bad rubbish.
Search for his Canter. Probably have to counter that, honestly. I am trying to run a tempo game here, so if I'm giving them the outs that are essentially being able to draw out of the game after a while. I don't really want to have that be a problem. So keep Kyra on 4. Thief of Sanity protected with negate. And hopefully Thief's just starts hitting counter spells for us. Cry the Carnarium. I'm going to have to counter that. See if we can dodge a removal spell. If we don't, we're probably going to lose. Thief has to hit players, right? Yeah, okay. There goes the negates. Alright, so Kaya, face, give me a counterspell.
Lucky hit.
Thought Erasure. Yeah, that's probably the card to take. Eat their hand a bit. Oh, good. Alright, we're we're never resolving anything ever again. Well, you can have Cry the Carnarium, I guess. Or do I actually... I probably want you to use one of your more expensive ones, so that you're tapped out more likely on my next turn. So we give them Cry and we exile our creatures, or we give them Wrath, it taps them out more, and they get the opportunity to Kaya and have a target. That's the problem. Which one do I actually want them to have? Yeah, I guess I want them just to tap out more. And we'll just play a Hollowed Fountain tapped, pass the turn. It's a rough spot. Our opponent's hand is real good. It's really good. Ours is not. Okay, there goes the creatures. Bellhorn is solid. Bellhorn is very nice. Alright, so make them discard. It's either the Wrath or the Unknown card here. It's a Cry of the Carnarium, so they have another Wrath. I'm going to keep the land in hand, I think. Yeah, keep the land in hand. I'm going to play Chupacabra next turn, so if I have an opportunity to play 2 cards, I'd like an Unknown in my hand for Thought Erasure that doesn't actually hit anything. And there's the Wrath. Ooh, Thief. That's real nice. So we can shock that in as well. So let's bait out a counter. It isn't there. And then let's drop Thief of Sanity. And now we get to start hitting with that again. Unless they've got... they've got the cast down. Why are you drawing so well, opponent? Why can't I draw as well as you? Keeps exiling. More Chups. The worst of the bunch.
You must feel pretty smart right now.
But we'll play it out. We keep Kaya pretty low. She's going to be gone in no time at all. I'm assuming this is part of his win con, is to exile my graveyard. So they can tick up to 5 and then she'll be at 1 towards the end of this turn.
You're not welcome here anymore.
More Tubes. Oh, I love drawing terribly. It's great. Alright. And then play Tube.
That an attack?
We've seen a lot of board wipes from them here, so I'm not really too afraid to play into them anymore. I'm pretty much just going to commit to this board 100%. You can have a tap land with shocks. If they want Vraska's content, they're going to have to shock themselves for it. So the question becomes, do we want to kill Khan or kill Kaya? Ooh, Deputy. I think we probably want to hit Khan because it's card advantage, and Kaya is not. Kaya's not actually doing anything, and she still dies next turn.
I will return.
I'm going to hold the Deputy for something like Teferi. Since Kaya's on the way out anyway, I don't really want to remove it and open it up as an option later.
Pack your bags and hit the road.
Look at that, tick up that does nothing. Good stuff. And lands, wow. Let's make sure she's dead. If they have removal in those 2 cards, then they can keep her alive. Alright, now it's swinging at opponent's face time. Dust Legion's pretty solid. Let's get swinging. No way they're running Settle the Wreckage over, like, Cry of the Carnarium and Kaya's Wrath. That's just pushing it. So let's get a draw in. A negate is really good. Oof. Chemisters. Yeah, you can have the Chemisters. I think I just have to counter, like, Teferi endgame related creatures and stuff like that. Dumps a land. Because I don't think they've got board wipes anymore. They've got, like, 3 Kaya's Wrath and 2 Cry of the Carnariums in the graveyard, so they're going to be on pretty much the end, and, well, they found it anyway. Alright, well, let's negate. They're going to take it anyway, but we take the Surveil from them by doing that there. And cast down on Chupacabra. Okay. Come on. Ooh, Duress. Duress is good. Let's have a look, see. What you got? Absorbs. Alright. Good stuff. It's one less counter to stop us from taking Teferi with Deputy, if that ends up being the case. More lands. Right, well, we'll play one land, and then we'll get swinging. We might end up running out of pressure if they do top deck removal over and over. Or dig through their deck like this. This is pretty grim, and then bet you've got a land to discard as well, haven't you? A moment of craving on Chupacabra. Okay. And Hostage Taker takes Chup, plays Chup, takes my Dust Legion Zealot. What a top deck. It's not really a top deck. They clearly drew into it, but still. It's very infuriating. Ooh, Lumbering Battlement. So, I could Deputy my Chupacabra. This is going to be a play and a half if any of this resolves. Deputy Chupacabra. And then Battlement my Deputy. Which brings Chupacabra into play under my control to then kill Hostage Taker. And now if they kill my Battlement, I get a Deputy Detention back. So I still have pressure on the board, and now I'm swinging for 8. So they basically have to sequence their turn a little bit more reasonably now. They can't do like Teferi took Battlement. They have to kill Battlement to release the Deputy. Okay, we're doing this again. Chupacabra kills Battlement. Deputy gets released. Grabs Chupacabra. Now if you kill this, I get it back. Let's have a look what you got. Wow, double Teferi. I guess they were wanting me to make that play to get the Deputy out so I couldn't take their Teferi, which is kind of clever. Because now I can't pressure Teferi, I'm going to need a Vraska's Contempt or another Deputy.
Let's hurry.
There's a good chance of those things happening. Maybe we can make it happen. Off the top, please, one time. Yeah, that doesn't really work out for your opponent. I probably wouldn't block in that situation, though, because if I got another Lumbering Battlement, that's not too bad. Not terrible. Bellhorn, make them discard if they don't have counter magic. Which obviously they do. Ooh, digging for it. This is a big guy as well. He goes right through the Hostage Taker. To keep Teferi in check. Never mind. He doesn't. But he makes them go down to 1 card. It's a shame we don't actually have a Teferi answer now, because that would have been the window for it.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Ticking up. But yeah, as you can see, even though we're not really keeping up with Esper right now because of some really awkward draws, we can still keep pace with them in the long game. which is not something you see too often with a creature deck like this. Can I kill your hostage checker, please? Is that okay? That allows me to start hitting Teferi. Yeah, we've got like Bellhorns, which are good, Vraska's Contempts, which are good, Thief of Sanities, which are good, Deputies, which are good, Negates are good, and Duresses. So we have a metric ton of answers to this situation. We just have to find them.
Let you win. Hold that thought.
Hold that thought. There's Lumbering Battlement. So swing it to Teferi. Then play Battlement. They have to have a counter, otherwise we get a 6-7. Yep, they've got it. Alright. Moving on then. I can't really afford to wait on any of that stuff. They're down to 16 cards in their deck. But remember, they can't really mill themselves because of Teferi being able to tuck himself back into the deck. Zealot's okay. It's a redraw. Into a land, obviously.
Time for plan B.
Yeah.
As soon as I think of one.
Play a land. Pass the turn. Now we have 2 points of damage to Pressure Teferi, so we're officially killing him at this rate. And the more they have to tick up, the closer they get to being forced into a Teferi tuck. We hit another land. Good God.
Enough.
Well, play it. We've got enough mana at this point now,
We need
though.
to move quickly.
We can do anything we really want in a turn. On taps. Ooh, Thief. Probably has a lot of counter spells in hand, though, I would guess.
Hey, that was uncalled.
But we're going to play it anyway. Wow, no counter. Alright, Thief is solid, though. Thief gets them closer to that mill win con,
I'm not
which
done.
is not a win I thought we'd have, but, I mean, look at all this hand. There's no way. There's no way they don't have an answer to this, right? Unless they've just got loads of lands in their hand. This makes no sense to me. Let's find out what they have. Wow. Just wow. Okay, Thief to face, 2 to Teferi. Actually, do we kill Teferi now? I think we kill Teferi now. We know they can't answer it.
This is hardly
And then it stops the card draw. They're on 1 card a turn now. They do get Search for a Scanter, so... That's 2, 3 Teferis, 1 Kaya, and 1 Karn. They can't be having too many more win cons now, right? And Thief is just going to mill them out. What a game. Oh, they did get the Teferi, but if they took Thief, we kill it. Unless they have the Eldest Reborn. Which I think will go on Deputy to keep the number of creatures in check. Is it still not safe to play Teferi here? We have the land to discard to Eldest Reborn. The minus
I won't hide from the world any longer. I'm not
kills Teferi, but he gets 1 back, of course, from the Eldest Reborn on the 3rd chapter. Unless we get a Deputy's Attention or a Vraska's Contempt. Alright, so kill Teferi just so they don't have to tick up. Hit face.
Now what?
Then we discard. They get an unknown card. We obviously keep Vraska's Contempt for the Eldest Reborn trigger. As Cantor goes into 4 of their 7 cards. Managed to get a Thought Erasure, well timed. Wow. Okay. What a perfectly timed Thought Erasure. I mean, if we knew the structure of their deck, which we kind of do at this point, I should probably look at it, right? Mortify. Oh, God. Oh, this is going to be sketchy. Bellhorn is fine. It's a threat. And we know we're hitting Thief of Sanity next turn, so a Teferi tuck on Bellhorn just opens it up to the Zealot. So this needs to be a removal spell. This needs to get to Fairy, unless they're going for something like Chupacabra. Or a Battlement, just to keep them safe. I don't know what they could really get. Deputy Detention is a thing, maybe? Bellhorn is just a blocker. I think that Teferi can't really be the best option for them, though. It's Hostage Taker. Okay. So now they've got 5 turns to beat me. I don't think that they can win. I think Thief of Sanity getting 1 hit in is just going to be enough. Here comes Thief. They've got another... Oh my god. Another counter spell. Alright, 5 turns to hit me. No attacks. Taking 5 a turn. We have a lot of life gain in this deck. We still have 2 Vraska's Contempts and a Bellhorn. Do I even block here? No, because I have Lumbering Battlements left as well, I think. Yeah, I've got 1 Battlement. There's a Bellhorn to gain some life to block the Hostage Taker. Discard an island. And now I'm pretty sure they're locked out of this game. What a grind. Oh my god. Hit you for 1, not that it matters, because we're going for the mill win. As Cantor looks at the last 4 cards in the deck, which is 1 less turn they have available. They need, like, Teferi and to keep it alive, but if they don't have a counter spell, the moment I draw Vraska's Contempt, they literally have no non-creatures to take. Okay. Hostage Taker takes Bellhorn. Oh, Deputy Detention right now would be so good. 3 cards. There's Bellhorn. Yeah, Deputy take these 2. Justicar's Portal, so we can block, Flicker, keep alive. Yeah, let's just pass. 2 cards left. We know they are non-creature spells because they whiff. So I think he's out of counters. Probably out of removal spells. So we save Zealot, protecting from 3 damage, but we do take 1 in the process. However, it allows us to draw a card. Ah! Why is it the swamp? Please, no! No swamp! I can't handle this. This is too much.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Please! Why? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This puts me to 1. They're gonna win. I'm so tilted. They're actually gonna win. I need Deputy Detention, I think. Or Vraska's Contempt. So I have to block here, otherwise I'm dead. If they had any removal spell there, I was dead anyway. Now we're at 1. Out on my own terms. Alright, worst draw of all time. Oh no. And there's the Deputy that would have saved me. Oh no. Actually, would it have saved me? I think that the way that the trigger stacking would work, I think I would be dead before these Bellhorns managed to gain me life. I think it was slightly just a turn too short. This Drowned Catacomb needed to be a proper answer. Oh boy. Yeah, well, that was a hell of an 0-2. I'm all for that loss. That was pretty great. Enjoyed every second of that. As you can see, though, we could keep up with them. We had a bit of a weird, clunky start towards the beginning. Our opponent did get the advantage, and apparently 1 card towards defeat there as well. We just needed these lands to not be lands. I think it was about a 60% chance or something like that we were drawing lands every turn, though, so we were kind of beating the odds anyway when we got a non-land. But it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This was super close. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as well for more Flicker in the future, as well as for more Magic Arena related content, if you're into that kind of thing, which I assume you are, because you made it this far. But anyway, hit that bell icon, you'll get notifications, all that jazz, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.